This podcast is about our mindset and is about a paranormal experience that shows us a way to open up our mindsets so we can try and connect to the disconnected, each other and ourselves. And of course, it's a little bit about sex as usual. But after this podcast, this hashtag 22, there's a meditation. And the meditation is about helping you in inspiration to come back to yourself. So listen to the podcast first and go straight to the meditation. It's for you. It's all for you. Good morning, this is Ash from the closet. I didn't sleep much. Oh, and it's not a problem unless you make it a problem. And you can always think that, I didn't sleep a lot again, but then I can just go to bed early tonight, or maybe tomorrow, or another day. It's all about our mindset and whether it should be a problem or not. So I didn't sleep a lot. I think I've been awake for many hours tonight, during the night. And I was meditating and communicating with my higher self and my spiritual guides. And because I'm in the closet now, my walk-in closet, where I sit and I make my podcasts without a manuscript, I have actually been told what we should talk about today. I say we, but I actually mean me. But I'm speaking from my higher self sometimes, and you might be able to hear it, or you might not. It doesn't really matter. Today, the topic is very, I shouldn't say urgent, I say that every time, but it's an important topic. But it's back to the relationships with everybody. That means it can be a love relationship, or it can be friendship, it can be co-worker, and it can be family and neighbors, whoever is in your life in all the different relationships. We're all different, but at the same time, once we peel all the layers off, we are not different. Not. We're all connected, but that's a topic we have forgotten. We have forgotten that we are connected. So we live separate individual lives, and we project all our emotions and anger and fear, lost hope and traumas onto each other. That's what we do in order to make ourselves feel better. It's their fault, right? But it's not you and me. I know that. It's their fault. We know somebody who knows somebody who's like that, right? Somebody's friend somewhere. Yeah. And of course, it's not us. But you know what I'm talking about, right? And if you don't, it's time to look inward. I mean, then you will find that friend of a friend of a friend's neighbor who is doing that, projecting all the anger onto other people in order to feel better and talk bad about other people. Less worth, more worth. So I feel and say that, and I act that because I actually have a low self-esteem and I feel less worth. Worth? It's a really hard word to say in English for a Danish woman in a closet. But that's what it's about, self-esteem. Not feeling the connection, lack of connection to all other living beings, existences, and connection to ourselves. That's our biggest enemy. Yeah, our biggest enemy. It's not war. It's not politics. It's not whatever goes on in the world. No, it's the lack of connection to each other and to ourselves. That's our enemy. Because if we didn't have that lack, if we lived in total harmony, Of course, we wouldn't fight each other. We would swap things and help each other and take care of each other. And we do actually also do that. We do that. We are not as black can be. We are also white. And this podcast is not about degrading anybody. It's actually about inspiring and empowering you. So we have all the good aspects as well. We live in a dualistic world, as I have talked about earlier in my podcast. So in order to know if it's sweet, we have to know if it's bitter and sour and what that's like. So we walk the earth to experience and to grow spiritually and personally. And I want to dive straight into the topic about relationships and... I forgot about the topic. I just have to talk. The topic will show up and expose itself because it's about, oh, I know what it's about. Oh my goodness. That's what I've been meditating on. It's about what I already said about the lack of connection to each other and lack of connection to ourselves. But it's about abandonment. It's about being let down by other people. It's about being not seen and understood. And it's about people making their own opinions and living in their own reality. And then it's a different version they have on you. And it's a different version they have on situations with you. And it's about different versions you have on the situations and on those people. So who is actually letting who down? It's back to the podcast I talked about a few times ago. Our inner child, our wounded inner child, our fear of not being a part of the community, our fear of being let out, abandoned, rejected, bullied, and being put in a very, very tight closet. Whew, it's a really, really heavy one, and it's one of the foundations actually on this podcast, The Lonely Queers. Because I have said that before, but my trauma, my own personal trauma, my topic and issue in my life was always not being understood. And today, many, many people don't understand me. And especially when I say, you cannot learn to love yourself. That's the biggest lie. You are already loved. No.
Stop this false belief system.
How can you learn something you already are? No, you're here to remember and you're here to experience. That's really something the thick book of personal and spiritual development don't talk about. So the people who wrote those books and speak those words that you need to learn to love yourself before you can learn to love other people. Yep, what can I say? I'm not on that same page. I'm not in that league. I'm not saying I'm any better. I just know what my guides and higher self have told me. You cannot learn to love yourself. That's something a lot of people don't understand. But it's logical. When we are already red, how can we learn to be red, the red color? We cannot learn something we already are. We can live the red color. And to me, the red color is not just a sign of warning. It's a sign of life. It's the color of our blood, life. It's the color of the symbol of our heart, life. Life and love. It's funny that it's being used as warning signs, right? That color. Because it's a really high vibration and it makes us alert when we see it. It makes us make a full stop when we see it. But we have forgotten that it's a full stop to find our way back to us and ourselves. Love. Love what we actually are. Very interesting. That's not what I wanted to talk about. First of all, I want to talk about my story. I'm going back in time again, and it's a story that connects the topic abandonment and the topic about relationships, love, friendships, work, family, that turns out to be something else than you thought it was, and turns out to be a full rejection and abandonment of you. So you're left by yourself, and you're left with your own traumas to heal from being abandoned and from being put into a tight cabinet of who you're not. Because we are here to experience and we are here to grow spiritually and personally, we create, as creators of our lives, we create our own reality. That's often where it goes wrong when we are disconnected as we are as a species. That's where it goes wrong. Because when we don't connect to each other, we live our own individual reality. That reality doesn't always comply with other realities. And that's where we have the trouble. I want to go back in time and talk about the story, the paranormal story I have for you today. I know I didn't have one last time, but I had something else. But this time I want to go back to the paranormal. So I'm back about 8-10 years, and I have a workshop with a very famous medium from Scotland. He's here to teach about psychic abilities and mediumship and how to connect to the deceased people, to the afterworld, the afterlife, that already are ready and here to connect with us. Nothing is separate. It's a beautiful group of participants, of students who are here. They're all dedicated to that field of work because that's what it is. It's light work, working with light. And they're all empaths and they are all very sensitive people. They all have experience in the field paranormal and mediumship and psychic abilities and healing. Because I'm the organizer, I'm entering when they're doing the platform demonstration in the room. Everybody who wanted to take a turn and to want to try and be a medium in front of the group had already done it. So the teacher, the famous, fantastic medium, he asked, does anybody else want to give it a try? This is your time. Nobody's judging you. We are all here to learn and to be helped to be a better medium. As I entered the room as the organizer, I just wanted to sit down and just watch what was going on. One of the students, she says, Annette, it's your turn. And I'm like, what? And she says, yeah, it's your turn because last time you did a contact and it was beautiful and I would like to see if you can do that again. I was like, what? I didn't prepare for anything. I was just helping the chef to do the lunch for you. So I'm not prepared, but yeah, come on. And everybody were like, come on, do it. And the teacher looks at me and he goes, yeah, give it a try. And I'm like, yeah, I'm open-minded. Because that's what this podcast is actually about. Open-minded in our separate world. We have to be open-minded to survive in our separate creations of realities when we don't connect, but we are trying to connect to each other. Well, that was just a side note. So I stand up, being open-minded. I'm like, yeah, of course I'll do it. I know I'm a medium. I don't say it out loudly. I'm being very humble about it. Because I know that sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And it's not about me and my ego, not about me trying to show off, just about me being a vessel for the spirit world to have some kind of, you can say, word, to have some kind of a way to speak their words to the participants in the room. So as I'm standing up, I just feel this overshadowing of being a father. And I feel this overshadowing, and it's not a possession. It's just an energy coming very close to my own energy field. I feel it like it's a man, and I feel I become that man. I know I'm a nette in front of the participants because I'm not crazy. Yeah, to some I am, but I'm a medium, so I know how it works. And that energy comes closer and closer. And I say loudly, I feel I'm a father. I have a father here. And I'm very tall. I'm maybe 190, almost 2 meters. I'm very tall. I'm very tall. I feel like I have military clothes on. I have this green military shirt on. I'm a slim man, long legs, long arms, beautiful body, very athletic. And I'm very tall and I feel young. I feel very well educated. I can feel I'm working. Oh, yeah, I can't say that. I have a secret job. It's like I feel that as I'm standing there, I feel like this man, and now I'm being him. He can't talk about his job. He actually says to me, I can't even tell you what I'm doing because it's a secret work I'm doing for the military. But, my family think that I have some kind of another line of work. When I go to work, I have this official statement of what I'm working with. But what I'm actually in reality working with, I can't tell you. But he shows me that he sits in front of a radar. So now I can tell the participants that I have a father figure here. He works in the military. His family thinks that he works with something with radars, which he actually does in a way, but I can't tell how he's doing it and why and where or anything because he doesn't tell me. Still from the afterlife, he's secret about his job. He's here to communicate with one of you. And I look to the group and I'm being really drawn to a very, it's a man in the group, a student, as small. He's not really tall and he's a bit, I don't know what you say. He's not fat. You can't say, I don't want to say that about people, but he's not slim like his father. I said, it's your father. And he goes, yeah. And then he says, I know that it's my father. I know he worked for the military. I know what I thought he worked with. So maybe that's something else. I don't know. That can never be confirmed because he died. I'm like, yeah, he died. He died suddenly. And I feel that it was something like he just dropped dead, something with his heart. The man in the audience, in the participant group of students, he says, yeah, that's true. And then he says, you know what you're doing? I mean, the student says, and I'm like, no. I'm standing suddenly in the side of a room. I'm crossing my arms. I'm leaning against the wall and I'm crossing my legs. And my shoulder is actually leaning against the wall. And he says, the student says, I know from what you're talking about. I know the height, what my father, the profession, is doing. And I know he was very tall and skinny and slim, not like me as his son. But the way you're leaning against the wall, that's exactly how my father was always standing. Leaning against the kitchen cupboards, leaning against the wall, exactly with his legs and his arms crossed, exactly leaning on his shoulder as you are doing. So I know it's my father talking. And he became very emotional. So there was a beautiful personal message, which I'm never going into my podcast because it's a personal thing. And it was given to his son. It was a beautiful connection between a father and his son. And there was a lot of evidence there for the son to recognize. But the posture of his father, that was just the biggest evidence for the son, the student. What I'm saying now, it's about the mindsets. It's about being open-minded. Because even my story about the paranormal, it's telling you to be open-minded. Maybe you don't have experiences like this. Maybe you have never seen a medium working like this. But be open-minded. Because if there is no afterworld, if there's nothing when we die, what went on? Be open-minded. Be open-minded. That's a reality that happened in a room with a lot of witnesses and a beautiful contact between a son and his father. We have to be open-minded in the relationships with everybody because we all create our own reality. So do the other people you live around and you are around. We have a lot of issues in life where because we are disconnected from each other most of the time, unless we are in a sexual relationship, but with sex and the power within the sexual act, we can connect soul to soul. And we can sit and we can eye gaze and we can connect soul to soul. But that's just for a moment. So when we connect with eye gazing, breathing, touching, and intercoursing in one way or another in a sexual act, we connect in the purest form. That's why I keep on saying, touch that vagina. Keep your sexual energy alive. Don't punish yourself. Don't close up. Don't close up, because then you keep on disconnecting in surviving life. Please don't do that. So this story is telling us to be open-minded when we create our realities that don't fit into other people's realities. We have arguments and we have disputes and we don't feel seen. We don't feel heard and we feel lonely and disconnected. And they're all idiots. Yeah, they are. They're the idiots. Of course they are. Because we make the projections again and again. And in the moment, it's a truth. But in reality, they are not idiots. They are human beings creating from their own issues, their own reality. And their inner child are screaming to your inner child, see me, hear me, understand me, hold me, love me, have me. Don't reject me. Don't deny me. Don't make me to something else I am. And in real life, that's what we are doing. But we can always grab our tits. And if you don't know that saying, I talk about it in the other podcasts, a few podcasts back. Grab your tits. Grib I egen barm. Go back to yourself. Close the gate to your fence and concentrate on your own front garden. Nurture yourself. That's your front garden. It's just a picture. Nurture yourself. Spend time on meditating in your bed when you wake up, during the night when you can't sleep, or early in the morning before you get up. Meditate. Just stay in silence with yourself. Stay quiet and connect to your higher self. That's when the magic happens. Because your higher self will help you, will heal you, will guide you. But you have to wake up. Wake up and make the first move. Wake up. Walk with me. Wake up. Meditation about opening up the mind. So sit back in a very comfortable position or lay down in a very comfortable position. You don't have to do anything now. Give yourself just a minute to settle down. If you're not there already, just push stop, and whenever you're home, open up this podcast again so you can settle down to sit or to lay. It's all about what you need. It's all about you. So now you're settling in. You're in a comfortable position. Don't cross your arms or legs. Let the blood stream and the energy flow. Move a little bit. Are you comfortable? Yeah. So start with your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. This time breathe in a little bit deeper. Hold your breath for 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Deep breathing. Hold your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out. Deep breath. Let's do another one. Breathe in. Breathe in. Hold your breath for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Breathe out. And just breathe normally. Relax. Breathe normally. Just sit back or lay down. Relax. Give yourself a moment with no obligations, where you are doing absolutely nothing here and now than just to sit and relax, lay down and relax. Feeling your body is getting more and more relaxed. Breathing in a natural state. Letting all your thoughts that might show up pass you as beautiful clouds on a blue sky, full of thoughts, but you know they're there. You are a thinking being, but you don't have to follow the clouds. You don't have to go into the clouds and the thoughts. Just relax. Let your thoughts pass you. Concentrate on your breathing, relaxing, doing nothing. Just relax. And as you're with me here in a very relaxed state now, absolutely nothing can get to you. There might be sounds around you. There might be different things going on around you. But in this state you're in relaxation, it doesn't matter. Leave it. Let it pass like thoughts in the clouds. Let it pass. You don't care. You don't have to care about anything at the moment. All you do is breathe and live, and you're in the moment. Now use your imagination. Relax and imagine that you're sitting in a garden, in a very, very comfortable chair. You're sitting in a beautiful garden, and with your imagination just listen and imagine the sounds that would be in your beautiful garden. What kind of sounds would you hear in your beautiful garden? Will it be the wind? Will it be the wind in the trees? Will it be the birds? Will it be the insects? Will it be voices from other happy people around you? The sounds in your garden, that's your engine power. The relaxation in your beautiful, relaxed chair in the garden with the beautiful sounds around you makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel at home. You're going inward as you're sitting relaxing in that comfortable and beautiful chair with the really nice, comforting sounds around you. You're going inward. You're now with yourself. You are safe. You're secure. You're inward. You're in yourself. You're in the most beautiful garden within yourself, where your soul is living, with your spirit shining through you as that beautiful being you are. You being with you. And the sensation is feeling safe, feeling secure. The sensation is that you have been here before. You know that special place in your garden. You know that special place in you, in your relaxed state. And as you're with yourself, your higher self, your very, very best friend, your very advanced self, the self that connects to all the realities, to the God source, to the light, to the universe, to everything existing in realities. It comes closer. Your higher self is drawing closer to you, and you feel so safe. There's a small sensation inside of you being happy, because this is your natural state. This is you communicating with you. You're letting go of your body. It's relaxing and safe. You're letting go of your personas, the one you are in your own reality when you're not in your safe and comfortable chair in your garden. You're letting go of that for a moment. You are here and now in your true essence, and you are close to your higher self. You are actually kind of emerging. Your higher self is emerging and now becoming you. And it's speaking to you in the most beautiful love language you have ever heard. It's like without words. It's a sensation of love. It's a sensation of coming home. It's a sensation of love. Your higher self within you now is portraying a feeling, an emotion, and a sensation of you opening up your mind to everything, of you remembering and understanding that you are the true creator of your own life. And your higher self, in your natural state and your essence, wants to create happiness, wants to create experience where you can grow personally and spiritual, but with happiness and abundance, and attracting everything you need to be happy and full of love and full of life and full of light. That's what you are, a light being, the most beautiful existence in the universe, and the most profound and most fantastic thing is that you are among billions and billions of other light beings. You are truly never alone. You have all the support in your world. All you have to do is reach out and take it, because that's what you are. You are connected to every other light being, because they are also you. And being with your higher self, you're now opening up your mindset. You're opening up you. So from now on, you can never go back to that limitation of the old you in the tight cabinets and closets where you can't move. Because now you sense who you are. Now you remember. Relax. Relax. Absorb the love and the light. This is you. for a moment, just sit with you and your higher self in that beautiful natural state. I'll be back in a moment. As you're being relaxed, as you have absorbed, as you have been with light and love and yourself, I now ask you to come back to the reality where you are you, the man, the woman you were born to be in this existence on earth. Come back. Let go of your garden with the knowing that it can never leave you. Let go of the chair in your garden with the knowing that it's always with you, always. Come back to your body, your beautiful body in the chair or in the bed, on the sofa, sitting or laying down. Come back. I'm counting from 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Come back to your reality in a different state with the love that you are. Wake up and live your life. Stand up. Breathe in. Stretch yourself. Come on. Stand up and stretch yourself. Connect to your beautiful body. Connect to yourself and spend the rest of the day or the night in peace and harmony with an open mind. Thank you. Wake up.